Femme House fam, what's happening? It is her mix a lot. Welcome to Femme House Radio. We have WRECKNO, in my mind, to my mind, a bass legend, and I'm just gonna shut the fuck up now and let family talk.
Hi everyone, my name is WRECKNO. I am a gender fluid 29-year-old from Northern Michigan, and I have been doing bass music for the last 10 years. I am all about bussy bopping, having a great time, creating great safe spaces for the girls, gays, theys, the dolls, everybody in between. And I'm so happy to be on the Femme House. So this is amazing.
Tell me, like, why bass music? What got you to bass music 10 years ago? I'm thinking about bass music today, which is obviously much more inclusive due to artists like yourself, right? But I'm thinking about it 10 years ago, all of music 10 years ago, dance music, everything. Um, what drew you to bass and what kept you with bass?
I grew up about 30 minutes north of Electric Forest, and
That'll do it.
that'll do it. I'm like anything else. I went first when I was 16 years old in 2012. So I'm seeing like Zed's Dead and Skrillex and all these like prime people that are still at the top of the bass music sphere. As this bubble was really starting, and being kind of tapped into that at such a young age. I was really opened into the EDM plur community, the festival community, and just it just spoke to me. I was really big into trap music. I loved trap music a lot, and then I kind of like I ended up in like the kind of wonkier side of the bass things, the more experimental, nicher side of bass things, where it's like for me, like I'm primarily a bass artist, but I do play like house. I play trap. I play D&B. I play like grooves. I definitely like I love to be able to go all over the map, and I think in bass music that was one of the main things in this experimental side of it that I was seeing the ability to do, like where there wasn't this like okay, you have to play house the entire time, and that's what everybody's expecting from you. Like, Zed's Dead would randomly drop in house music in their sets, and I think for me that was a big thing that was like, this is this like kind of amorphous, like, thing that can just be anything as long as the music's hype and it's happening.
You're known for some stuff that I personally don't associate with bass. Number one, you're known for turning a luck, which like
T. No, yeah,
obviously,
that's not the norm usually in
yeah.
bass music.
You're known for turning a luck. You're known for like sort of house gospely like top lines
Hmm.
vocals. How have you found like, or rather, what is it that you found in the bass community, just like first as a fan, that has sort of allowed you to immerse yourself into it and be very much a bass artist and also live these really specific truths that are unique to you?
I think honestly, community is exactly what I found. That is truly what I found. I mean, I grew up in a really small town, and I've been out since I was uh 13 or 14. I always say there was five gay people in my town. I was four of them. And and it's like when I started going to those shows, even though there was it wasn't what it is now, but there was an inclusive vibe, like at least like to the extent of where I was like, oh, I feel safe here and I feel like protected here. And the more that I did that, like I found like my queer family pretty much through this scene. Like, and a lot of us didn't really have a hub initially. Like, and in about 2017, me and a friend of mine made a bass like a group for bass kids, of queer bass kids, and it kind of it just solidified like this kind of place for all of us. We were all going to these events, we were all at these festivals, but there wasn't this one centrally located spot for us to all be like, hey, you gay? We're gay. Like, cool. And now 10 years later, it's like some of those people are still in my life every day, or like I'm still getting a hold of them every other week. And it really was just like the community truly, like, and I was searching for that so desperately in my small town, and I wasn't able to find it. So when I was out there, I was like, this is my place, this is my people.
But I love that, and I love hearing that Electric Forest was such a formative part of who you are as a person and as an artist. It's one of my favorite festivals. It's so weird. It's so intentional, and it's also so just spacious.
It's amazing.
It's
It's
so spacious. Hey, girls, we love you at Electric Forest.
yes.
What what have you sort of done? I know you're in the middle of your own tour right now. What have you done with your platform in your community for your community to sort of move the needle with respect to making sure that people always feel how it sounds like you were able to feel pretty early
Yeah.
on?
So, one of the main things, one of our main activations that we've gotten to start doing in the last few years, it's a brainchild of myself and my manager, who's also very queer. His name's David Giovannini. He manages other people such as like Goldfish, Corolla, Opio. He's such a huge part and backbone of my whole project and life. He's one of my best friends. But we were kind of talking about how what was an activation we could make that we could pitch to festivals that would kind of like show, like, pretty much we wanted to throw a pride party. We were like, how can we throw a pride party at festivals? And essentially what we did was we started the WRECKNO's Big Gay Soiree. So it started out as just, okay, someone let us have this over here, and there's maybe a couple people dancing that have rainbow flags or whatever, and we branded it so like everyone came in rainbow stuff. So it was like, cool, we can tell this is that party. And slowly it started to stack upon itself, and it was like, then Holy Ship was like, we want you to do a catwalk competition. And it was like WRECKNO's Big Gay Soiree catwalk competition where everyone got to sign up. Like, people pretty much brought drag and special outfits specifically to the last two Holy Ships, and we had full-on catwalk competitions with like Chris Lake hosting or like judging, and like Miha, Gigi McGree, all these. It kind of became this like cool little side activation where, queerness and girly pops and all of us just got to be a little bit celebrated. And that was definitely that, and the gay soirees as they continue. We just did one last weekend at Grizz's inaugural festival, Seven Stars, and we did a WRECKNO's Big Gay Soiree, the Big Gay Barnyard Boogie edition. That's a
Let's go.
mouthful. Say that 12 times fast, because that's
I
not
will not.
happening. I will not.
I'm not even gonna say it once fast.
Exactly. And so it's just, that has been a big part and a big thing for me. That's like, I remember when Grizz came out around 2017. I was at his shows in 2016. We're both Michigan Polish boys, so big resonance there. But I remember seeing he would started to put Love Is Love on the screen, and that was like an inkling. I was like, you little fruity. And but that was all, and I think about that now, 2017 to now, I'm like, that was what we as gay kids had in the scene just at that point. And now fast forward, like, knowing that we get to put on these events that are like, if this is for you, you know what I mean, this is for all of us, anybody, straight, gay, everything, you're all welcome here, and we would just want to have an inclusive, awesome banging party. And it's really special to me as a kid who grew up and watched all of that. I'm like, this is so sick. Like, I love that I get to be a part of this.
What's it mean to you as an artist and also a queer artist to have, carved out these spaces in really mainstream dance culture and have allies showing up and having Chris Lake, come judge the girls and having, like probably to a certain extent your favorite artists say not just to you, you are welcome here in this community with us, but also to these kids that, were you 8 years ago, 10 years ago, say, hey, you are welcome. I'm glad you're here. And also, like, let's hang out.
It means everything. Like, I mean, even so, this last weekend at Seven Stars, I had the absolute honor of, like, the Grizz team gave me a main stage set, like a WRECKNO set, and then they gave me the Barnyard Boogie, and then Grant also was like, hey, I want you to perform Medusa with me on my first set back. Haven't been there for 2 years. And I was a Grizz kid from Michigan. So, like, there's always these pinch me moments. It feels like I can't even believe that it's my life sometimes. And it's truly like, I don't have words to describe how special it feels. My main thing is just like, okay, I never thought this could happen, and now this has happened, and it's happened tenfold in so many different ways with different people, where you just get the respect because people, they see what you're doing and they real recognize real, essentially. And after a while, I'm like, Okay, well, now I'm in a space where I'm trying to focus on optimism and positivity in the sense of like that I never thought that would happen. What can we do next?
Sure.
What's the next thing, you know? And who knows? The sky's the limit.
Yeah, that's so real. Like as a person doing community work and working to have impact and provide just meaningful space for all these unique ways that our intersections sort of collide and overlap. You do it for the people. We build the things that we need. And also in the music industry, having people come along for that ride, even if they don't share your lived experience, but saying, hey, this is important. Like having the industry say, hey, this is important. We see that. We value that. We support that. It really does hit different.
It does. It's like very validating, especially when, years ago it was like almost like I feel like I'm the only one that sees that there's this big void missing for us.
Right.
Like, but I wasn't the only one. We all were there. We were all kind of feeling it, and now naturally we've progressed to that. So it's really special.
Yes, girl, throw the first brick. I know that's
I'm saying.
right. You are about to go on a big ass show, a big ass headline show.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Tell me what that means to you, Miss Mission Ballroom.
Miss Mission Ballroom. Yeah, that is. So I will say Denver. We always call Denver for bass music. It's like the capital for bass music in America.
Yeah.
It's like every person. We have our normal rates. The rest of the country, and then Denver. It's like, well, I'm A-list there for some reason. Like it's just the way it is. The kids love bass music there, and I've always been championed by Denver. So this is it's going to be a co-headline with myself and my really really close friend Super Future, who we have been on this journey for. Like we started working in music, I think in 2019 together. I rapped on a couple of his songs, and like we went our first tour together. Like quarantine happened while we were on tour together, and we like both canceled our tour together. So it's like 5 years later, we have a co-headline at this 4,000 capacity massive venue that neither of us have touched this level of success yet, so we're ready to like obviously turn it out. The plan is we've got our friend Angel, who's known for throwing like these badass like sex positive parties that include like strippers and like just like go dancing and all of this stuff. Like we're trying to do this in a venue that where they'll let us do that in the best way that they'll let us do that. But and then I think also too with that show we're trying to link up with my friends at Q Care Plus, who help with prep distribution, and we're really trying to just make this the biggest, coolest, gayest like party ever that we've ever thrown. And in the meantime also trying to find activations and certain resources that we can have there for everyone to kind of get what they need if they do need it. And I am beyond excited. We're in the middle of planning choreo and outfits and everything, and I'm just like, whew, she's ready.
I know the looks are gonna be stupid. Like,
Yes,
I can't even imagine. On Valentine's Day as well. Like
exactly.
I know you're gonna be carrying on. I can already see it.
Truly.
That's what, community care and the club being a source of community care for the marginalized. Like, respect to you for returning to the old ways in that way and making sure that, there's party and there's also purpose in the party, and that there's resources and tangible support.
Yes.
That's lovely, and I wish you all the best with that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
If you were sitting down with baby Reckno Jr., we'll call them, and y'all were having a cocktail, we'll say, what would you say to them to get them here today? And or what do you think you could learn from them at this present moment of yourself?
I think I would tell them, don't give up. It's going to get hard. It's going to get dark. But you're like it's gonna be worth it. Like, you're gonna go through stuff, but it's going to be the reason you see the light as well. And I think that what I would take from them is, I always think about how 5-year-old me was already in the nail polish stash of my mom's. I was already in the Kmart girls section asking for the cheetah pants, and thankfully being told, yes, you can. So I think about that kid, and with some of the things that every day I see on the internet just by existing in, you know, uh, facial hair in a dress tends to piss a bit of people off. So it's, I guess I would try to take from them that, like, just carefree spirit that is like so unaware of the hatred that exists in the world, because it's like, you know, that you're just like, I was just following like what I wanted to do and what made me feel happy and like myself, and that's all I've ever done. So I think I would try to take a little bit of that and a little less of the outside noise letting that affecting me.
Well, hopefully somebody's going to listen to this, no matter what age they are, and do
Yeah.
that.
That's the goal. Absolutely.
Well, Reckno, thank you so much for your time. I'm so proud of you. It's been, we've weirdly never met yet, but a lot of people speak with me about you. And the through line in all those conversations is that you are the sweetest, kindest, most spacious, open-hearted baby in the industry. And I'm just hearing that from other people and seeing your success. It's really, it's heartwarming, and it's inspirational. So thank you for
Thank you
everything
so
you do.
much.
And keep going, girl. Keep going.
It's all we can do. It's the only way out is through, apparently. So
Apparently, bitch, they not letting us. I mean, shit, they not letting us go any other way,
I'm
huh?
saying it. And
So
who's tired? Who's
okay,
tired?
army crawl through the mud, I guess, is the way we're gonna do things. But at least
Exactly.
you'll be turning to luck.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Femme House fam. This is Reckno. Don't sleep, and I'm sure you're not. Peace. I'm her mix a lot.